right, we're back with another Q&A video, an absolute favorite amongst viewers. I hope you're all enjoying the summer and finding time to relax. Okay, let's get started. The following question was sent to me outside of YouTube. What is your take on New York City Mayor Mandani basically trying to erase Italian immigrant history in New York? Essentially, any politician can keep Little Italy off of any created maps. But that's never going to erase Italian history in New York City. Allegedly, Mandani made a statement that a new map would include Little Italy. Personally, I don't like his political beliefs. Fuck him. Have you seen Tommy Patera's new YouTube channel where he's speaking from prison? What are your thoughts on it, and how do you think it's seen on the street? From what I understand, it's his daughter's channel. Obviously, it gives him a platform to speak. My personal opinion, I'll keep to myself. I guess he feels, why not try to make money for my daughter and myself, while at the same time addressing things that he feels is incorrect. To each his own. How the Bananos and the rest of the mob feels, I really have no idea. They shouldn't be too pleased about it. The mob has to be careful, because by accepting a member speaking out publicly could set a precedent. When a member wants to become a podcaster, it's a reflection or representation that the mob doesn't want. You can't attempt to be a secret society if you have guys actively talking on social media in any capacity whatsoever. If Joe Blow starts a podcast and the mob turns a blind eye, then who's to stop Tommy, Vinny, Frankie from doing the same? It's really a no-brainer what the mob's position should always be regarding this situation. But that's on them. If I wanted to get a loan from a mob guy but had no connection to him, would I still be able to get a loan? Back in my time, if I didn't know you or you didn't know someone I knew, the answer would be no. Someone else may be desperate to put money out there and take a risk with you. Loan sharking can be profitable but a tricky business with three possible outcomes. The guy you lent money to runs, goes to the FBI, or you get your principal back and you made some money. I always preferred the last scenario. The name of that game is profiling potential customers. Approximately, what year did the mob become more casual dresses and stop wearing suits every day? I would have to say this took place while I was in prison during the 1990s. Guys went from being dressed up to a more casual look that still exists to this day. During my time, we all dressed very casual. However, we did get dressed whenever we went out, to dinner, for drinks, or whatnot. I still dress the same now as a civilian. The following question also came from outside of YouTube. Do you know if there was a John Bruno who was a Lucchese member? He may have been the father of Lucchese associate Vincent Bruno. The name John Bruno doesn't ring a bell, and I'm not sure if he's the father of Vincent Bruno, who's depicted in this genius photo with his grandmother. Have you ever heard the nickname Basset Hound used to describe Dom Trusello? Absolutely not. I personally called him Dom. Some guys would say Crazy Dom, nothing else. What's one event in your life that you believe historians or true crime authors have completely misunderstood, and what actually happened? Well, to start with, as for my life, just about everything people say, or rather repeat, is bullshit. And as far as I know, historians or true crime authors have not mentioned me. There were way too many inconsistencies to mention a single out. As far as mob history on a whole, I feel there's many people attempting to rewrite it. If I have to give an example, it would be the theory that Carmine Galante and Neil Della Croce were going to war over the boss of bosses position. That's absolutely incorrect. Drug pushers and guys in the drug game around the Gambinos and Bananos were being targeted for control over the drug trade. Can a mob boss be shelved? The short answer is yes. I knew of someone who was a boss and was shelved. Based off of Prime Minister Maloney's most recent comments, do you think a full-on army involvement in Palermo to fight the Mafia is necessary? Or do you think it would just lead to unnecessary chaos or Coglianesi-style violence against the state? The statement made by the Prime Minister took place during a committee for public order and security in Palermo. where she stated this committee must find operational situations as quickly as possible to launch an extraordinary operation to control and secure the territory, perhaps even involving the military or army. Her statements come after recent gun violence involving AK-47s. She even said, "We haven't seen Kalashnikovs in a while." I think it's more of a message she's sending to the Mafia to chill out. And if not, she'll send in the military. They definitely don't want their money flow disrupted, so we'll see what happens. If you haven't liked this video yet, please take the time now and give it a like, as it helps with YouTube's algorithm. Anyone who'd like to show their appreciation for videos like this, or more importantly, help me to continue making them, you can donate with the Super Thanks icon down below, or through the PayPal Cash App links in the video's description. Let me quickly mention my blog, also called Sitdownnews, especially for those of you who still enjoy reading. The site can be found at sitdownnews.com and is a paid subscription. And for the final question, do you think John A. Light is getting screwed over more because he's an elected public official? That goes without saying. Anytime a public official gets indicted, they're under more severe scrutiny than the average citizen or criminal. But here's the bigger issue. The peanut gallery sits back and watches certain former cooperators get jammed up and say the following: "You see, these guys," and bunch everyone together. Here's what I gotta say. Every person is an individual and responsible for their own actions. So they could bunch everybody together. Well, then I guess I could include them and bunch them together by the actions of their peers.